kick in the fucking face.
In the next bubble screen over here, let's throw curls.
What are the whys, right? What are the whys?
Bears Hour Live.
The Tape Never Lies Network. Starts now.
The Tape Never Lies Network.
Yeah, you look at the tape. So as a coach, your resume is the tape.
Loses the football. Strip sack and
Bears Hour Live.
Give me some fucking
Bears
names.
Hour Live. We go on live right after Bears games with your boys Draft Talking, the smartest man alive. Bears Hour Live.
Son of a bitch, you better block.
Bears Hour Live. We go on live right after Bears games with your boys Draft Talking, the smartest man alive. Ran up with the true analysis. You expect raw passion for the show. Bears fans get nothing less. Locked in with real emotion and passion for every play. Coach Phil gonna bring that range in with facts like shame. Post game show like nothing else you're gonna hear. Some can try to copy, but a bucket's not sincere. Delivering the truth on what just happened, to be clear. That's why we're on TV, so you can see it, not just hear. Hey, yo, with Draft Dr. Phil, you know it's always hit sticks. True to fundamentals, never gimmicks and tricks. Guess we're moving Soldier Field up to Arlington Heights. Mill out counting bucks while the mayor pick fights. Our life keeps growing, Shane's all-knowing. Delivering the truth on how the QB's throwing. Dimes on time, just lacking fundamental. Whatever the case, we get hot like Senso. Fiery discussion on what happened in the game. This ain't your daddy's postgame show, expect the fucking flame. Not for the average fan, a loss they can survive.
But don't you worry.
Bears Hour Live.
Bears Hour Live. Bears Hour Live. We go on
Let him sit his ass there again. I don't think we're that much worse.
The myth, the Red Legend, Draft Dr. Phil Ototion.
This is football, baby. Culture is the problem. Let's get it on. Little things. Bears Hour Live. Bears Hour
Son of a bitch, you better
Bears
block.
Hour Live.
That's what happens. That's when you have a real
Right
good team.
after Bears
And let's
games
get it
with
on.
your boys Draft Talk and the smartest.
Give me some fucking names.
This is Bears Hour Live.
To take over the North and never give it back.
Yeah. Thank you, Ryan Poles. Yeah. You got a little work to do there, buddy, before you want to even think about doing that. I know I was talking to some of our guys. Welcome to BHL, by the way. Bears fall to 0-2, 27-17. In true Chicago Bears fashion, we get a little glimmer of hope, followed up by typical Chicago Bears football, where they completely shit down their legs and regress. And we have to update our countdown with the curls to screens. I got to get CK and Phil on a new song for that. Absolutely. But yeah, just more of the same. I don't want to spoil anything for DDP's rant, but it's not good, Bears fans. Not good at all. You say what you want. That was a hell of a ball, hell of a throw by Justin to Claypool, and get a little bit of confidence there. The defense actually holds, and we go back to screen, and how you're calling a screen there in that situation off of a whatever. Let's bring the guy out, the man, the myth, the rant legend, as they say.
The rant legend, they said.
The rant legend, right? Exactly. Let's fire up the music, but
you're stealing my thunder there. Double screen. I looked at my assistant coach, who happened to be here watching the game with me, and I said, "Do you think I'd ever call another screen again inside your 5 after an offensive pass interference penalty from the previous screen? Your predictability is irritable bowel screen syndrome. It's just on every level of football, the Chicago Bears coaching staff is an epic failure. You walk out there and you see lack of effort. Everything I told you about Cole Kmet is been unwrapped like that Christmas gift that you were expecting. It's freaking underwear. That's what Kmet is. 50 cents on the dollar do you get in production effort. That guy's not tough. He's not consistent. But we paid him. Justin Fields. Yes, Shane said, good ball. Every dog's going to have his day. Justin looked atrocious out there. Atrocious. Scared. Unable to understand when to let go of the ball. In the first half, he's got him wide open on an in-cut DJ Moore. He hangs on to the ball. He's taking sacks. He can't make or process the open receiver. The excuses for Justin Fields aren't going to be found here. I'm watching a football player, whether he's being abused by his coaching staff, by putting him in the shotgun like you're in a goddamn run and shoot. You might as well hire June Jones to call plays here. Justin's strong suit isn't anticipating and throwing the football. It's getting under center, running power, counter, toss, and booting him out once you fucking established it. But because you're the Chicago shitheads, led by the McCaskies, hiring these fucking frauds, every time your hope gets ripped out from underneath you, you fall on your fucking face. It's the most unhealthy thing I've ever seen. Ever. This is worse than nagging. It's worse. It's worse saying the things that you mean and not doing it. Not doing it. Shotgun. 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 You can't do it. Bubble screen. Blown up. Screen twice. Intercepted in the most epic failure. Your quarterback is now mentally shattered. Mentally lost. And yet you're worried about Tyson Bagent being the second string quarterback because he's shown so much improvement in such a short time. Let's put him at third. We don't want to hurt Justin's feelings. Justin, come here. What swag are you going to wear today? Fuck the swag. Get the fucking shield off and get out there and understand the game plan. Run out of there. Make a play. This coaching staff, the quarterback, the tight ends, the safeties, they don't know coverage. You're in cover 2. The corner's sitting. Safety has no idea what to do. It's fucking elementary school coverages and scheme, and we can't figure it out. But yet, you're in the game. Somehow, you're in the game. That's football. And in the biggest moments, your quarterback, I'll give him the pass, even though he's the one who shattered. Your offensive coordinator should be fired tomorrow. The game plan, awful. Awful. The double screen is fireable. No doubt. I'm the head coach. You are a reflection of me. That is inexcusable. You have one play in your offense, a screen. Please. You made Baker Mayfield look like motherfucking Michael Vick out there. Your defense can't wrap. You got one guy tackling. It's an epic failure. It's so unhealthy. Mentally, it shatters me watching. It gets to the point where it's so painful that you find yourself just laughing in pain. Laughing in pain at the stupidity. At some point, you can't sit here and say, oh, the McCaskies never fire anybody. Well, maybe they should fire them fucking selves and get out of there. Because Eberflus ain't the guy. I told you. 2 games in, he ain't it. Too conservative, too worried about other shit than getting the fucking right guys on the field. Shane, That's my rant today. That's my rant. I'm exhausted. Exhausted watching this football team. It's atrocious. It's everything that I would never stand for on the field, man. And you fans having to put up with it. I can't do it, man.
I get it, but just I had it back and forth with a couple people on Twitter in game, and I said you say anything remotely negative about Justin Fields, and they get so upset, and I'm like,
go away with your go.
Before I started doing this, I was just a Bears fan, rooting like everybody else is. But enough is enough. There's stuff there to work with, Phil, but you can see it. When you said he's shattered, it's an issue between the ears now, and this is the thing. It got worse with Jay Cutler. It got worse with Mitch. It's getting worse. Let's just say they bottom out and they draft Caleb Williams. If they keep this staff here the same way, it's going to do the same thing to Caleb Williams. It's going to do the same thing to Drake May. It's going to do the same thing to Sanders if he's your QB3 at this point. None of that is going to change. I just feel like, Phil, and I did tweet this out at the end of the game, it seems so uneducated that it feels like Luke Getsy during the offseason was sitting in his office and slammed his desk and said, screens, that's what's going to fix this. That's it. And I mean, just think about that. That's what we're dealing with.
The screen is great once you've established something to go.
And you've established
the fact
nothing.
That they went down and did it again it's fireable. It really is. And I'm telling you, even the throw, I'll be the first one to fucking tell you. Before all these other guys do film review, I'm going to tell you, even on Justin Fields' throw to Claypool, he should have thrown to Cole Kmet on the outside, out and up. Maybe Cole catches it, I hope, but he's wide open. Instead, he's got the safety channeling across, almost gets intercepted. That was a great throw, and you Justin Fields blind lovers are going to hate this. But I'm telling you, as a coach, you want your quarterback doing the right things. I'm not saying this is all Justin's fault. He's a byproduct of what Shane is talking about here. He's abused and neglected, and he's shattered now because your offense, your head coach, and these men don't understand that power game, under center stuff for Justin is going to build his confidence up to get to these points where he's in the gun and he's making the right reads and anticipating these throws. You're putting it all on a guy standing in run and shoot. Fucking bro, it's just ridiculous what you're asking him to do. We know he can't, and you still continue to do it, and it's awful. And then on the defensive side, Shane, I've never. You want to see stupidity in coaching? I'm laughing. I could take any shot from anybody because I know how much work and time not only do I put in this, but in coaching my team and how much effort I put in. I'm maniacal. Watching them go to quads on 3rd and 3 and no adjustment is made by your defense, and it's 4-on-2. It's an impossibility to stop them there. That's the kind of Chicago Bears football you've gotten to. There's no adjustment. Get Flus, Getsy, every single one. You know how I feel about Semo. They're awful.
But Phil, go beyond that, and this is where the rubber is going to meet the road, and we will see if there is any difference within this organization. I don't want to hear patience. Though that is over. It's been decades of patience. But this is where we will find out what this franchise is with how they revamped it. If Kevin Warren, who has the ultimate say over everything, can't see the fundamental flaws with the way that everything is going right now, and they stay the course, then it's over. It's more of the same with different names in this franchise, Phil. And I don't want to hear somebody that's been in the fucking league or somebody that's coached in the league or a former player say, you guys are just fans and you get too fired up and you have to have. No, we've been right. You guys have been wrong.
Exactly.
Every time when it comes to this, with the way that the Bears are. And they're going to do it again, Phil, when they pull the fucking plug on quarterback and they go to the next, and this crew is still here, nothing is going to change. Nothing.
Bro, you're 100% right. I'm the one who said the coach is the most important free agent, no matter what. I'm telling you, it's the whole brain trust of situational football, understanding who are we game planning with, how are we going to attack them, and what are they going to do against us. You have to be maniacal in this. We explain this on Keeping It 100. We'll explain it again right now. Maniacal is every inch, every situation you are on top of and prepared. What are they doing in this situation? We're prepared for it. What are we doing in our situation? We're prepared for it. There will never be a day ever in my life as a coach that I call 2 screens with the game in the balance.
Right.
In a row.
Down there.
Down in your own, inside your 5. There is no, I'm figuring it out. These motherfuckers on the media couldn't even challenge Getsy. Couldn't even challenge him. It is a travesty. And Justin, he bears the burden that every quarterback, you have to overcome. As bad as your coaches are, there is time in the pocket and there's time to make those throws. And I didn't even think finally he ended up throwing it out of bounds with his right hand.
That's what I said.
I thought he was going to take another fucking sack again.
Did I. And I said, I tweeted it out immediately. I said, the sad part about that play is progress for us as Bears fans is our quarterback throwing the ball out of bounds so he doesn't take a loss. That's progress. That's how sad it is with what we're dealing with. Maybe Justin needs to go into Hallis Hall at 12:30 in the morning rather than 11:30 at night and have somebody record it and send out social media and do all of that shit that doesn't matter. I'm fed up. Listen, Phil, all I want, I don't expect these guys to be Kansas City, but they can't even play fundamental fucking football. And
you're right.
And you're in year 2. You show me a team when it's 3rd and 14. The fucking TV color guys are even saying, well, this is an area where the Bears struggle. And you're playing a cover 2 defense. That should be playing into your hands. And it doesn't. You have almost no confidence that they're gonna stop them. 3rd and 3, it's over. 3rd and 19, maybe a 10% chance they don't convert. That's where we are. And then
we get behind the chain, Shane, on offense at 3rd and 12. What's your confidence level in the Bears?
It's over, Phil. Punt.
Right. It's a punt. That's the problem. So Wade, please understand, this is adults talking football here, not little kids. This is the damn coaching is a problem. How you choose to rank them is up to you, but they're both a fucking problem. Justin's trash. The coaching staff is trash. How you choose to rank that, anybody making excuses up for Justin Fields is not living in this show, this house, or any in this vicinity. There's no excuses being made. The coaching sucks too. It starts with the plan. Who puts this kid in gun? You didn't watch the tape last week? You're in gun 21 straight times. You have inconsistency. You got a quarterback that goes like this. Watch. He taps, he winds up, and he throw. That ain't going to make it in the NFL. That ain't going to make it in the NFL. And if you're so afraid to get Tyson Bagent out there as the number 2 quarterback, where Shane and I have said he made the team as number 2. And I've gotten word that it is a weird, awkward thing for Justin to have Tyson on his ass. Well, if it's that weird, he ain't the guy.
Exactly.
He ain't the guy. Compete and prove it on the fucking field. Because I'll tell you what, I'm sure I'm not the only one who would have liked to see the rookie today. I'm sure. If you I won't
Phil,
be afraid to tell anybody. I'm like, this dude.
He's not gonna miss DJ Moore on that out. He's not gonna miss Chase Claypool in the middle of the field. He's not gonna miss Cole Kmet. He's not gonna miss Roschon Johnson. There's a play, Phil, and I'll actually send it to you, where Roschon Johnson is uncovered. There's nobody within 25 yards of him on a fucking dump off. And Justin forces the ball in the middle of the field into double coverage. And it's just, I mean, you're not even taking the fucking layups. And Caleb Williams, I get it, but they're going to fuck him up. Xavier, that's the bad part. If they stay the course and bring Caleb here.
You can't keep Getsy.
No.
They're going to get, I will be shocked. I will. It's got to go 0 and 16.
Please. The rule is he can be inactive and still play. It shouldn't be that everybody's melting down on Twitter about this. You can have the guy there. He's not counting against your game day 46. He's inactive. He can play. It's been a rule that they instituted in April or February.
So, again, Shane is telling you the absolute truth in the rule. He's the third string. It's a new rule. Third quarterback doesn't count against the 46 active. He can go in. If he goes in, that means Peterman will not be able to play. That is the only caveat. Are you okay with that? Yes, I am. What's the problem, though? And I'll tell you as a coach, the problem is Bagent is better than Peterman. And the fact that there's some sort of Justin Field, and you want to challenge me on this? If a guy's more worried about his swag in warm-ups and his visor, let me bring out the shield visor with the gold.
You're not wrong, Phil. I wasn't sold on it early, but you're right. I got to give you the credit there. You're 100% correct.
And I appreciate that, man, because I'm just telling you, I know the mind and make. If that's more important than getting your fucking feet set and throwing these strikes down the field, you don't look like it. Who thinks he looks like an NFL quarterback? Please tell me.
Not me.
Please. I love Justin Fields. I want him to be successful. He just is shattered. He doesn't throw the ball on time. He doesn't throw it with accuracy. He doesn't believe in his system. Well, you have one of two options. You could bench him. That's one. Or you could fire Luke Getsy and start getting a different plan. And I can fix this. I'm telling you. It's I formation, power, offset I, 2 tight ends, 1 back. You have to run the goddamn ball. This can't be shotgun They're just lining up laughing at you. And look at the other side. Baker Mayfield. He looked like a fucking escape artist, a magician.
I know at one point, Phil, when I glanced over, he was 24 of 33. I don't know what it ended up, but I mean, it's not that hard for me to find out.
I love this game of football, Shane. And you texted me, and I agreed with you. Like, I've been going since 6 this morning. I coached the game, drove all the way there, hustling home to watch a coaching staff that's negligent, that's feeble in their understanding. If anybody thinks you're at a loss because you fired Getsy, I think you're at a gain. You have to be, as the head coach, the man in charge. They're a reflection of you, Eberflus. And if you're okay continuing to trot Luke Getsy out there and Cole Kmet and the lack of just aggressiveness by this football team, then you've got a problem. You've got a problem. You do. And I'm not a fan of Deion Sanders' antics at all. Maybe I'm the opposite. We might even walk step for step in our football beliefs, but there is an ability to build confidence with the character of who you are. And Luke Getsy has zero character, and Justin Fields has no fit.
You can not be a fan of what Deion projects publicly. That's fine.
Yep.
But you want to know what? That fucking team respects him and will run through a motherfucking wall for him. And I don't know. I didn't plan on staying up until 2:30 Eastern last night watching it, but I went to laying in bed with my fucking phone on my pillow with the volume down so I wouldn't get in trouble with that. But yeah, watching the whole thing. But that's the difference. Are the guys that you saw on that field today, are they willing to put it all on the line for Matt Eberflus, for Luke Getsy, for Chris Morgan, for Alan Williams, for all these guys? No, they're not. Chase Claypool showed you that. Jaquan Brisker showed you that when you start deflecting blame and putting it onto the fucking fans. I know I say this almost every week, but it happens more with Bears fans than anybody. These players make one single play and you grab onto them like Jaquan Brisker and you put him on a fucking pedestal that he shouldn't be anywhere near. Who is Jaquan Brisker? Tyreek Stevenson's made some great plays. What the fuck are you doing on 3rd and 18? Stevenson, what are you doing? It's Mike Evans. He's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. What are you doing there? Jack Sanborn. Oh my God. Our linebacker prayers are answered. We uncovered Make a fucking tackle, Sanborn. Make a tackle. Yannick Ngakoue. Oh, here's 10 mil. Whiff on a couple more fucking sacks. Got it.
Jesus.
Lucas Patrick can't play football. He's a hell of a leader. Let's give a 6th-round pick for Dan Feeney. You were prepared. You came in for one fucking snap and airmailed the fucking snap. Great job, Ryan Poles. Great job, Matt Eberflus. Great job, Simo. Having them prepared. It's what is expected because the entire franchise is the same. Nothing has changed except for the fucking food at Soldier Field in media press row. Big fucking deal.
And they also put the Chicago Bear behind the coach when he talks now. That's what's changed. The same thing is going. And I'm sorry, we're going to hear Coach Eberflus talk after he addresses the team, I'm sure, or whatever. And then we're going to bounce. I don't even want to hear Justin Fields, Shane. I don't care to hear Justin Fields. I don't think it's even worth it because I'm just seeing a coach come to the podium here and be a lost cause. He has no command.
Listen to how
of the
many
team.
times he's going to have to go check the tape because he's not going to call anybody out.
Exactly.
It's bullshit.
You got
That's
it.
you
don't have to call him out by name. You got to put it on yourself. We're awful.
So
that
disappointing loss.
Yeah, no shit.
I thought the guys battled to the end. Gave ourselves a chance to win it at the end.
Did you?
Then, we didn't take care of the football at the end of it, but we had a chance to do that. But overall, I thought the offense came out, in that first drive, did a nice job working down the field. We got some good shots to DJ.
Darnell Mooney,
that was
0
excellent.
targets today. Good job.
Defensively,
out with a knee.
I thought the guys battled. We had a couple opportunities early. Brisker had a couple opportunities to get some takeaways. And one was he stripped the one, just, forward progress was down. That's why we didn't throw the challenge flag. But again, another one intercepted. We could have intercepted that. We just got to look those in. So,
Jonathan Taylor.
So that was kind of the first half. I thought we did a good job in the red zone, down there in the first half.
Anything here.
Defensively, holding them to a field goal. Ended up being 13 to 10 at that time. And then the
Jimmy,
second
this
half
is the
really was
problem.
just back and
They're
forth.
not
They had
going
control of the game
anywhere.
a little bit.
Neither
20,
of the
I think it was,
organization
20
or
to
the
10
Bears.
at one point,
That's the
and they were
problem.
pretty much playing
You have to
munching clock.
change.
You could see
It
that,
ain't working.
and we did a good job. We got to have a couple 3-and-outs on defense there. I thought was pretty good.
You know the
And
conversation,
then,
coach.
the
I don't give a
offense had a
fuck
good
about
drive.
your
Put it
stats.
within
Don't
a score to win.
care.
So I
Don't
thought I
care.
told the guys in there, you're battling.
Listen
you
to
guys
how
you guys
lost
got
the
fighters'
first
hearts,
question will
and
be.
that's how you got to win in this league.
Like Pat Finley.
We have to play complementary
It's-
football.
Hey,
To be able
Aaron
to
Luke
Rodgers.
Getzey and asked him about Aaron Rodgers.
take the ball away, and when we had those opportunities and seize those opportunities, and when we had the block kick, we got the
if it
kick
ain't
to the
broke,
midfield.
don't try to
We have
fix.
to
Well,
do a good
if
job
it's
there
broke,
with converting on those.
fix it.
Yeah, what'd you do with the
That's
block
those
kick?
are things
Coach?
that
What'd you
wins
do with the
games.
block
You
kick?
seize those opportunities, and we do have to do a
Nothing
good job
with
of
the block
seizing
kick.
opportunities
Sack,
when
loss,
the game
sack.
or we
Those are the three plays
create
after the
those
block kick.
opportunities. And that's
Tell
where
them,
it is, and that's what we
BG.
talked about with the players today.
Losing is a disease.
With that, I'll open up to questions.
And that's where they are. It can't be. It's unhealthy.
Yeah, I mean it's great when it works, right? It's great when it works, and when it doesn't, everybody's going to
fuck
criticize.
you.
So
you,
it is what it is. We're going to look at it.
Terrible
We will
call.
look at it
your
back
OC.
there in
Look
that
at
part
the
of the
tape.
field, and we'll see where it is.
Yes, about the screen.
Yeah, you can pop some runs on it. You saw a couple of those. I think they had a corner cat one time late in the game.
Oh my God.
And we
Smash
got
the
one to
like
Herb.
button if
Herbert
you
got a
hate
nice one on there. And then when you can
Peterborough.
catch them like that, you
Do
can get some
that
guys
for
out in
me.
front and get some good yardage,
Smash
which we
the
did on
like
that one.
button.
Claypool had a nice block on the side there to get some more
1735
additional
if you
yards.
Smash
So
the
there's
like button
a
if
way
you
to
hate-
you can definitely get them there. It
I just getting to the point where I can't take them.
was good. It was good. Yeah, I thought his effort was good. I thought he did a nice job. Obviously,
You're
catching
too
that
calm
little
for
skinny
me.
post, in the end zone there was excellent. I thought it was really good.
Take a deep breath and actually care. Stop worrying about the tape right now.
It's just about rhythm and timing of it. It's the rhythm and timing. That's a rhythm and timing play. We just got to make sure that's right. And and then Shaq made a nice play.
I bet you Chicago Bears fans will start chanting Tyson Bagent at the game next week. I guarantee.
Okay, y'all tell me what it is.
Into the first half.
Okay.
You guys go down, ultimately get a field goal. Right, Trey moved the ball down there in those last three plays, didn't go right. We had incompletion.
12 straight losses.
Right.
You're right.
Yeah,
Clint.
that just to me, that's when you got to seize the opportunity, right? You're right there. We're wanting to score a touchdown at that time, and you got to do a good job of getting the ball, in the hands of the skill, which we did at times today. Obviously, GJ had some good touches, so we just got to make sure we do that in that moment.
Imagine where we'd be without DJ Moore on this offense.
We're going to look at it. We're going to
look at the tape.
We're positive right now, but we'll see. Where it goes. We don't.
Guy tells more lies than a guy named
Keith.
Keith.
Will be, but we'll see.
It's fucking ridiculous.
We'll see where it is. We'll see where it is.
Piss poor.
Flus is filter free.
Yeah, they said illness. So it was just was a little dehydration is what it was, and so he had to come in and get himself right for that. But again, it affects everybody different.
I would do everything in my power if I was Kevin
I just,
Warren
I gave him a big hug after the game. I said, man, I really appreciate you coming back out.
Even if it meant
I thought
firing
you played well
polls.
on the second half when he did
That's
come back
how
in, made some good
important
tackle,
coaches.
and did some good things there. So
You got to get somebody in
it
here
was
that's
good
a
passion,
fucking
too.
leader of men and is maniacal for every inch. Hey, Matt, how about the 2 fucking screens? Can you even fucking justify that?
That's all instincts. It really is. When you got a guy coming on you like that, it's hard. It's either you got to ride up the pocket, and if the pocket's clean inside, you got to ride up into that B gap and deliver the ball. So that's many times the case. Sometimes he can feel it, he can spin out of it. He's done that before, but you prefer him to ride up, right up in the early part of the inside of the pocket and deliver the ball down the field.
Matt, what do you think of the play with Mike Adams retired Stevenson, where he ended up being really big play on that guy?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go back and look at the tape. I'm not really gonna comment on that, but I saw what I saw on the field. But we'll see what it looks like.
What'd you see then, Coach?
But again, on that one, we had a nice little pressure called there, and we just got to do a good job of timing that up. We got a good hit on the quarterback on that one. We just got to tie it up just a little bit better.
Yeah, we'll wait. We'll have a good practice next week. We'll do it good then.
Yeah, I see improvement. I do. I see improvement. It was definitely better. I see guys fighting. I see us executing at a better clip. And it's a long season. And to me, we just got to keep doing that. We got to keep doing that.
Been a long few
good things
decades
are going to
for us,
happen.
Coach.
And, the guys believe in that. The coaching staff believes in that. And we're just going to keep moving forward. After these 24 hours, we're going to work and get to work on Kansas City.
You haven't won a game in 6 months. What are you going to do?
6 months. It's almost been a year.
No, not at all. This is 2023. So there's a lot of guys in that locker room that weren't here last year.
Yeah,
right.
They didn't know how shitty you were last
drafts
year.
guys, a bunch of guys.
Had a
we
great
picked.
practice, y'all.
And it's a new
Tell him,
football
Brian
team.
Chambers.
So we're getting
Great
the chemistry together. We're getting the guys together that are playing together for the first time in a
chemistry?
season, and we will make that work. And the guys are very optimistic about that.
How much moving forward are you looking for more of a balance in running the ball?
How about you get some question? You're in the shotgun.
Yeah,
way
you're
too
always
much.
searching for that. You really are. You're always searching for balance.
too much.
That's when you play winning football. When you stay ahead of the sticks like that, when you have a good running game, it opens up the play action. And, we have to really put the hammer down on that and make sure we do a good job with balance.
All you got to do is that. Coach, were you on board with calling back-to-back screens inside the fucking 10?
Well, they did. They asked, and he said, "Well, when it works, it looks good, and when it doesn't, everybody's upset."
That's a fucking great answer. That's
it's all about execution, right? It's about how we execute. And to me, when you go back and watch the tape, it's about that. It's about guys executing the scheme and making plays inside the scheme.
Tape says you suck.
That's when good things happen. That's when you move the ball. And
tape says
when
you
you
stink.
get the ball, special players sometimes they
You're
make
a
some
bad
guys
coach.
miss. And, we should have scored on the one that was thrown over to DJ. He barely stepped out on the one.
Broken coverages.
But man, he was trying to score. So, but
Breakdowns
that's just an
in
example.
pass protection.
Yeah.
Missed blocking assignments.
What's that? Yeah, I have nothing further on that. Just I can't right now. I don't know. It's just I don't have the answer for that. And when we do, we'll if we're able, we'll
keep on asking about injuries, guys. I mean, he hasn't answered a fucking injury question in
We'll
2
cross
years.
that bridge when we get there.
Don't
Cross
waste
that bridge when we get there.
Coach. Why aren't you running power?
I haven't talked to Nate. I talked to him right when it happened.
Why aren't we running power?
And then I haven't talked to him since then. I called him and I texted him, but I have not visited with him yet.
How much have they promised you if you politically keep things okay that you can keep your job?
Just the familiarity with the offense at that position. We thought it was our best chance in there because he's been playing that spot. He's been the backup.
Heber flush. Exactly.
I actually want to hear what Justin has to say. Quite honestly,
Yeah, I thought it was really good. I was really positive. It was I think it was 2:19. I want to say so. We had the 2 minute. So we were good there. We were planning on running 2 plays there before the 2 minute, and so we were going to do that and then take the 2 minute, then start driving from there. And I was thinking about what if we score quickly, then I got to
imagine if we waited.
The defense has got to step up and make a big stop. So I was thinking about that as well. Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you for nothing.
Gotta look at the tape, Phil.
Gotta look at the tape. I don't have to look at the tape to know what I felt as a coach today. Even in the victory for me, I can know who played really well, what we need to fix, and things that we got. So as a coach, just saying that shit is a cop-out. It's not being maniacal. You don't have to. He named one guy, and it was Brisker. He named
Phil,
one guy.
Yeah, but Phil, this is the difference. If the Bears went out and put one on Tampa Bay, he'd answer every fucking question. He would have everything broke down. He would talk about it. He would be very open with the media. There would be no, we gotta look back on it. If you look back at all of these coaches, when they say that, it's when they got fucking embarrassed on the field. It's just what it is.
Bro, if you're honestly, guys, if you're new to football or just you love what is the one thing you gotta be able to do if you're playing this Tampa 2 bullshit? You gotta tackle. Yeah. You have to be good tacklers, and you have to be it's simple responsibilities. They aren't. That's on you, Coach Flus. You don't have to look at the tape. You have to say, we did not. This is me coming to the podium if I was them, and I never would be. We have to be better. There is nowhere I can hide. What I saw out there today is not us. We're better than this. But that's what we put on the tape. I don't need to watch the tape to know that we got to be better tacklers. My offensive coordinator cannot call 2 screens. I told him that'll never happen again. And we have to run the football to be successful. Justin didn't play well. I'm struggling to find out someone in my head that I think played well today. That's how bad we were. But the positive is we still were in the game. And that's how I'd answer my starting speech. Now take the question. Own it. He does not. He never does. That's not a head coach. That's a defensive coordinator learning to be a head coach. You've been with all of these people throughout your 36 years of coaching, and you can't find someone you know that you believe in their offensive philosophy. You went with a guy that you don't know, that someone told you from Green Bay. Right. Motherfuckers were losing we're going to lose Getsy to be a head coach. Fuck out of here. This guy will never be. He'll be the
right
head
there,
coach.
Phil. And this is what's
Victoria's
important.
Secret League.
This is what's important with what Ian put here. You know, he said y'all want Bajent, but Getsy is still the play caller.
Fuck up, Ian. You don't understand anything.
The problem with that is because Justin has open wide receivers that we showed you guys, and he's tapping the football and he's not ripping it in there. And that's the fucking say what you want to say about Getsy. There's tons of flaws there, but there's also tons of plays that are 100% on Justin Fields not willing to throw the fucking football. Plain and simple. If you want to see it, please, if you're not a patron, go to the tapeneverlies.com and sign up. I'm not using this as a promo as our quarterback comes up here. Sign up and we show you exactly what we're talking about.
We had a screen called, and number 7, he made a good play. One-handed, he picked it with one hand and took it back. I mean, he didn't have that far to return it, but I caught a screen and made a play on it, picked it off, and took it back.
He's making himself unlikable now. I'm sorry. That's what that is, that answer.
How do you balance kind of where you need to go, how quickly you need to execute to make sure that it doesn't happen?
It's so bad.
I mean, I didn't see like every detail of the play. You know, I saw Khalil open, and then
probably don't
I'm guessing
see a lot
he
of
just reacted back. He felt,
that's the
strained,
problem. Ian.
And, went back and of course picked
that's
it up.
the problem.
But I mean, yeah, in that situation, it's tough because
but
if you call it deeper pass, you don't want to drop back in the end zone and potential to take a safety. So I mean, I think that's a tough spot regarding play calls, for Luke in that position. So he went with his gut, and number 7 ended up making a good play. So hey, it is what it is.
No, it ain't, Justin. It ain't. It is what it is. It isn't. The non-caring attitude sucks, Justin.
Get on
Your
there.
body language sucks.
Try to score a touchdown, but at least get in field goal range so Cairo could tie it up. But we practiced 2-minute a lot during the week, and I was just gonna keep that same mindset and just try to drive the ball down the field and give our team a chance.
You said that you felt conservative last week. How do you feel going into this game plan?
I felt a little bit better. Definitely threw the ball down in the field more. DJ had a nice few catches down there. Chase, of course, had a nice touchdown. So definitely felt better this week for sure.
Making jokes, Jay.
Am I surprised?
Yeah, for you.
For me?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what their game plan was, but their game plan could have been to stop me in the run game. So I have no idea. I mean, but when it goes that way, you got to do something else to score on them. So it is what it is, like I said. And
never had a game-winning drive.
Sometimes they tell the ends. I mean, I didn't have any. I tried to pull it one time. The first on a read, I should have handed that one off. And then the other times we did a read option. The defensive ends played me. So yeah, it looks like they weren't trying to, you know, let me get on the outside and run with it. So.
You guys watched you score in the first drive and get 6 in a row where you kind of feel stuck in the mud.
That plane ride home is going to be fun. Nice and quiet.
I think it's a number of things. You know, each drive is so different. There's so many things that happen. So I can't, you know, pinpoint. You know, if we sit down and we go through each and every drive, I can tell you what happened. But you know, I think at the end of the day, we just got to execute.
Broken, bro.
Especially
Look
when
at
we
him,
get the ball in the 50. At least got to get
him.
You know, some points. And when the defense puts us in good field position, we got to turn those into points. So yeah, but definitely, you know, I think we came out the game strong. You know, scoring on the first drive, and of course, you want to come back and just, you know, be able to maintain that. You know,
not receivers. That should be a sign.
I guess firepower on offense to keep going. But yeah.
On the second touchdown drive, did the downfield opportunities present themselves differently than they had earlier in the game?
I mean,
you were 2 of 3 like on some of the deeper passes. It felt like the offense was in much more of a rhythm that second drive.
Yeah, I think so.
I've never been around like people.
That's what it
I've
showed.
had to
the
bench
plays and stuff
people
like that. So I think.
Well, I'm just going to do what the coach calls.
Presented themselves, and of course, when you have good protection, it makes my job easier.
Make a freaking play.
You know, of course, we're able to, you know, throw down.
One thing you did or could do is you made plays. You didn't have this defeatist, terrible body language. Excuses.
Yeah. I mean, you know, my main thought this game was, you know, get him the ball. He's probably one of the best playmakers we have on offense. So just want to get him the ball. But yeah, he just had a choice route, made a good decision on the choice route, broke out, and you know, line protected enough on that play, and you know, of course, it was a big play. So
there was plenty of time.
You know, he's smart in those situations. He always makes the right decision, and like I said, it was a good play all around.
What's your perspective on how much needs to be fixed here after this first 2 games? It is early in the season, but
don't say we have to look at the tape. We'll figure it out. Please don't say that.
Yeah, you said what needs to be fixed?
What's your perspective on how much needs to be fixed?
Everything starts with me. Should be the answer.
Yeah, I mean, I think we have a long way to go. I think we have a long way to go.
Thank you.
But
there you go.
Positive. Think, you know, if we keep working, we'll get there. And you know, I think everybody has to keep that mindset. You know, I think in this position, 0-2, you can, you know, do 1 or 2 things, and that's either lay down and you know, just kind of, you know, throw in the towel and just, you know, say whatever. But I don't think anybody in the team's like that. And it's, you know, my job, it's the coach's job to, you know, keep everybody going, keep everybody's morale up. Because like you said, it is a long season. But, I mean, we definitely have a lot to fix. Definitely have a lot to get better at. So that's what we're going to do, just take it day by day.
Lamonte, that means you just don't know how to watch football. I don't know any other way to say that to you. I'm not trying to.
I mean, he does, but at the same time,
Justin isn't ripping the ball when wide receivers are open.
We're going through a storm right now.
He's not good.
Like
both
I said before, right? You can
both are true.
Just be in the moment. Just take it day by day, and
anybody
just be grateful
not
for, you know, what we do, what I do. Because shoot, I can look back to when I was a kid. I would, you know, never see myself in this position. So I can be grateful for it, and you know, give my all. Each and every day, each and every day, I have the opportunity to do what I do
and anticipation.
Be the quarterback of this team, and
sideline,
inside. But of course, it's frustrating, you know, not winning.
Also been that.
But I think at the same time, like I said, just take it day by day, and just, you know,
just not processing.
Not really worry about the past. You know, the past in the past. We can't do anything about that. It is what it is, and you know, you got right now, and of course, you got the future. So yeah.
Last one. Can you go back to that drive right before the pass? I got the ball. One also ended in the strip sack. I drove down the field, then you had the 3 plays. One was a sack, and you had the completion out to Khalil, and then obviously the strip sack. Evaluation on those 3 plays.
Yeah, I think did that end on the field? Yeah.
Someone to blame.
Yeah, I mean, we just gotta execute better there. I think I gotta go back and look at it, but just gotta execute better. You know, I think the O-line did a good job protecting. You know, those last few plays, and yeah, just gotta execute. So.
Oh man, it's painful, man. I know it's tough to lose. I get it. I'm with you. Yeah. But it also isn't tough to take blame. Look in the mirror and I gotta be better. That's how it's the number one, it's the motherfucking truth. Number 2, it's how you make fans understand that you are understanding that you have to be better. When you say, well, Luke called in, Luke, guy made a heck of a play. No, you made a terrible play. Yeah, he made it, and it was a shit call. And the kid has yet to win a game. I mean, that says something. I'm sorry. It says something. He's yet in 2 minutes with the ball in his hand. He's yet to go down the field. And that's the difference between a great quarterback and an average one.
Yeah, I mean, he's been close a couple of times, but like I said, Phil, there is a ton of talent there. But again, we're in year 3, and we're worried about him throwing to wide open wide receivers. And on top of that, the coaching sucks. But even remove that, within every single game, Phil, it's not just 1 or 2 wide receivers in a given play that are open. It's happening 6, 7 times. Everybody loves DJ Moore. Phil, when you break it down this week, put the fucking play in there with DJ Moore throws his hands up in the air. Is like, come on, man. I'm right here. I'm right here. And he does it. He's never going to come out and flame Justin Fields publicly for it, but he did it on TV, and I feel his frustration. He's too good of a player. He should be your first and second fucking option. But even when he's wide open, our guy is so lost up here right now.
He is.
It doesn't matter. Why the fuck would Darnell Mooney ever want to entertain coming back here? Why? Let's be honest. Other than if you're just going to overpay him.
It's a great question. Listen, a lot of TTNL, a lot of you fans, 85% of you, I'll give a Carr's number, are smart and outstanding. Some of you trolls or blog boys getting ready to type your stories or whatever you're going to do, you are going to understand that there's a side, and there isn't a side. As Sean Stewart pointed out, and that's what me and Shane are trying to say and spell it out to you. It's the entirety, the entire offense, everything. It's the entire defense. It is a pyramid. It is a pyramid. It starts with the head coach, the offensive coordinator, the defensive coordinator, and then there's the quarterback. Those things are all broken. All of them. And Justin Fields isn't in a position where when Shane says, and I said it right to my coach, as a coach, an offensive coach, I would never in a million, never would it pass my mind to run screen again.
No.
So the coach did Justin a disservice. Justin should have a light bulb that goes off and says, this is fucking risky. I can't make it worse by just throwing it. And I got to make sure it's there.
It was so lackadaisical, Phil.
I agree. It was like, fuck this.
There was no urgency. It was just like, all right, cool. I'm going to be flatline. No,
dude,
there has to be some urgency there.
Like a freaking 4th grade football quarterback. And just decide, you called it. I'm just going to, and this is what you're dealing with.
At this point, Phil, there's no fucking way, if this continues, that they're even picking up his 5th year option.
Oh my God, bro. Listen, they have 2 first-round picks. Carolina and their own pick could be in the top 5, right? Maybe 1. If you're 1 overall, you are blessed because, yes, everyone knows how I feel about Caleb Williams. I called him last week in the last, I said 20, I'll say 15 years because I can't even think 20 years off my head. I've not scouted a more talented, anticipatory, athletic throwing quarterback. Right. It's not even in this ballpark. It's Aaron Rodgers plus 20 when you talk about the ability to be an athlete. So That's
Justin
the
did not say that. Justin has the ability to audible. That he never said that he doesn't.
I look at a quarterback, and I think Corey Kennedy or somebody might have said it in the chat. We can find it. I know we don't have a producer, so me and Shane, there's 1,600 and something of you making great points, and we're trying to get to them. But there's a sense of urgency. There's a sense of understanding. It slows the fuck down for your quarterback. We've seen it. You've seen it in Drew Brees. You've seen it in Mike Vick. You've seen it in Tom Brady, and we can go down the list. The kid up, Justin Herbert. You've seen it. The moment isn't big. I trust my arm. The guy hits the route. The safety stumbles, and he fucking dimes it in a window right to the receiver on the
that
outbreak.
is so far removed from where we are. How do we expect him to have a big time game-winning drive when we have zero confidence that this offense can even convert a 3rd and long at any point? But we want him to drive us 90 at the end of the game, and 3rd and 12, we're essentially saying that the drive is over. That's where it's not realistic, and that's the life of a Bears fan.
But let me say this to those people that Phil and shit. Don't get it twisted. The play calling tells me 3rd and 12 bubble screen or 3rd and 9, 3rd and 12 screen. That's what you do with a quarterback you don't have faith in.
Right.
So if you keep throwing that out, we believe in him. You've lied. You've lied. If you continue this process, you're doing nothing but destroying any kind of culture in the locker room. You can't go out here to the podium to the fan, and that's the problem. McCaskies have these soft-ass punks as head coaches. You can add them all up. They go to church with Virginia on Sunday. That's what I call them. They will never have a guy that tells Mike or George McCaskey, rather, you know what, George, get the fuck out of the fucking lot. That's what they need. And George, I'm just a fan, McCaskey, has to understand that football is different than your ticket sales, because the football production will just rise those ticket sales. So stay the fuck out of there and stop hiring outside people to help you hire these GMs and these people. Now we have Kevin Warren here. So now the ire of my eye and yours is going to go on him.
Oh, it has to, Phil, because if we were screaming for years for them to remove Ted Phillips, and if Kevin Warren comes in here, and I'll be honest, everybody gets excited about change and just assumes that change is going to fix everything. We've done it with quarterbacks. We've done it with wide receivers. We've done it with defensive players. Just think that it's going to change everything. We finally got the change up at the top. And I understand that he has not been on the job very long. But if this season goes to where it looks like that it's going, and Kevin Warren just sits and says, let's practice patience, we don't want to overreact, then nothing has changed. Nothing.
Totally agree, bro.
It's that simple.
That's the opposite of maniacal right there, which Shane just said. The maniacal, especially on this show.
There can be overreactions. I understand that. But you've lost 12. How many football coaches? I would love to look back at this. Maybe at some point we can do this. How many football coaches have survived a 12-game losing streak? And let's remind people that you're in week 2 of the season right now. And guess what? We go to Kansas City next week. You think that they're going to pull off the shocker there?
Shane, that's a good stat. Someone please check it out. How many coaches have lost? They lost 10 in a row last year, right? To end the season.
To end the season.
Now it's 12. How many have lost 13 straight and kept their job? The culture is bad because of what I just spelled out for you. You could try to defend.
What is the culture that they're just not getting in trouble? That's fine. I mean, you have Jaquan Brisker blaming the fucking fans. What is the culture at Hallis Hall? Just good guys that aren't getting in trouble? Okay, fine. You're supposed to do that. They're not good at football.
I'm a big believer in having the hits philosophy. I wouldn't call it the hits philosophy. I'm a big believer in no loafing. We watch the tape. We hold people accountable. But I'm also a big believer in being truthful and honest. I know when to blame me. I know when to blame the quarterbacks. And I know that I'm not going to put people's names out there, and I'm going to take the heat as a head coach. I'm going to fix it because I am going to make the move that everybody know. Oh, he benched a motherfucking quarterback. That's how he fit. Things have to change. If you continue to let other people run the team, then you have problems. You're the head coach. You're the problem right now. Justin is a huge part of the problem. He has not stepped up. And you could be the biggest Justin Fields defender in the world, but would you believe in Justin going on that last drive? You, that fan?
Well, we're halfway there, Thomas. Oh, actually, see, so it's actually 29, he said. But yeah, I mean, they were so fucking bad, they're not in the city anymore. So
listen, it's exhausting mentally. There's just some serious
dog's
issues.
even fired up.
The dog is fired up. The fans are fired up. I'm mentally drained from the Bears.
Oh, I am too, Phil. For the first time, like
it was so painful. I was like, you have to laugh instead of cry. You know what I'm saying?
I get it, dude. I get it. I get it. What percentage of you is excited about watching next week? Now I know I'm not going to miss the game, and I'll watch it. I'm that guy, but there's no excitement for me in it, other than just to see how inept they can be going against a team that's a Super Bowl contender.
Listen, they keep doing the same thing. It's the definition of crazy, right?
Yeah, definition of insanity. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But just listen, scan the QR code there, and I'm telling you, you guys go over there. We will break it all down for you.
I talked about how bad he was right out the gate, and that is that. We don't skip over that. Even Shane said I was right about the visor and Komet today. So
yeah, no, I get it. And
this is the stuff that TTNL, we debate, we argue. At the end of the day, there's some stances that I'm just saying this for us. There's stances that we take that have been proven right. And then you have little punk ass bitches that don't take any side. They just play the middle. But you have to put your heart and soul into the analysis that you're doing. And I know that we do here, whether you like it or not. We're not.
I know somebody that didn't want him. Family. I know somebody that didn't want Dayball as a head coach. Tried telling everybody.
We didn't want him here.
No.
Didn't want him here.
Where's Bullets? I know he's watching. That was Bullets guy.
Go over there. Scan the code. I'm gonna break down. Those of you wondering, I know Cool Kennedy, my producer, and my boy Caden Whitlow, the other producer for us, they're happy birthday, Caden. Bears gave you a wonderful treat.
Well, he's probably so hungover he doesn't know which way is left at this point, but that's fine.
But they're putting the Tape Never Lies, Draft Dr. Phil's The Tape Never Lies series highlights out there. All of that can be found on the tapeneverlies.com. All 27 minutes last week. And then again, when the tape comes out this week, I'll break down all of Justin Fields. There's a lot of frauds out there that don't know what the tape is or don't know what assignments are. And I've done it for a long time here. And now there's a lot of people out there. You're going to want to see what we're going to be telling you because it's the truth and it's with passion. And I'm
It's
sure
not
there'll be
about
some
being
riots.
it's not about being fans, and just because you don't want to hear something, don't get we're going to tell you the truth no matter what. We're not going to make things up. And if Justin makes a fantastic play, we will show you and praise Justin when it's warranted. If Eberflus draws up a great third down and long defense, hey, we'll praise him. But just because you don't want to hear the negativity when it's warranted, that's not on us. We are always going to tell you guys the truth. Scan that QR code down there in the lower right-hand corner. Check us out. There's no contract. It's $7 a month. If you decide that you don't like it, and I don't think that you will, then it's going to charge you $7 every single month. We're pushing 800 subscribers over there, that it's pretty consistent. And I think any of the patrons that are in the comments will wholeheartedly agree. You will become a more knowledgeable football fan. You're going to say, holy shit, DDP was just talking about this. Shane just mentioned that. Yeah, now I know exactly what to talk about. Coach O was in the studio. He got the email address right. Knows how to sign in. That's an inside joke. We'll tell you later. But yeah, go over there and sign up. You guys will not, if you don't want to scan the QR code, there it is. Become a patron. TheTapeNeverLies.com. Sign up. Early says it's worth the money. And it definitely is. You'll become a better football fan because you'll be more knowledgeable. Check it out.
Your Bears frustrations will be explained in Patreon. And you know what? I'm not going to be shy today. Shane and I put a lot, and we have our day jobs. We have families. I coach football every day. Shout out to my wife, Steph, for all her support in this crazy season and this amazing game. It's such a shame how much I love this game of football, and the Chicago Bears keep ripping the fucking soul out of me with this performance and all of their performances as of late. It just goes to show you, if I asked the chat to put in where are you from, it just goes to show you that some blog boy bitches don't realize that you could be a fan of the Chicago Bears no matter where you live and no matter where you breathe. Because I know the pain of Monday mornings losing, whether I'm from Chicago, LA, North Carolina, Michigan, Hawaii, Scotland, England, Russia.
Yeah. Did they not show the bar in the UK with the Bears fans today?
Exactly.
Live in the game.
Fans deserve better in Montana, in Iowa, and anywhere you're from, and in Illinois. You all deserve better than this bullshit that you're getting here with the Chicago Bears. Not obviously with TTNL, but we have to be united. We have to be together, because like this, we aren't strong. We aren't. Like this, we are strong. So no matter where
you can't be a fan from Idaho. I'm sorry. I'm kidding.
We have to. I mean, we got a fan from Austria, for God's sake, Shane. Put him up there. Eric Ball from Austria. Look at that. That's the kind of stuff. Germany, Denmark. Freaking, these fans deserve better. Kevin Warren, Ryan Poles. You know that they're proud. You can't turn away. Fucking Jerome is in Palm Beach, Florida, sitting by the fucking ocean drinking a goddamn umbrella drink. I got to stay here in Connecticut, deal with this bullshit. I'm kidding. I love all of you guys. I hope you enjoyed the rant, the show, the analysis, and the passion that we bring each and every week to this network.
Real quick, somebody had in the chat that the QR code is not working, and I literally just did it, and it takes you right to our.
There, he did it himself.
Yeah, it's
New York City represent. We'll be live breaking down the Chicago Bears Wednesday night. We'll be live. keeping it 100. And tomorrow night, I'll be live with my guy, none other than the Irishman.
Show.
The Irishman, Chris Zorich, and myself. Obviously, I'll keep it short, Chris.
Yeah, it was Corey. Corey, it's definitely working. You might just make sure that there is a function on your phone that you have to turn on for QR codes to work. But I just did it on my phone and it's working.
Love you, Daniel Perez. Shout out to all of your wives, everybody that has the wife that's letting you watch the show afterwards. Jay Riku says it absolutely does work. Absolutely does work. Me and Chris Zorich will be live tomorrow night in the Super 16 poll show. And then my tape videos will be released exclusively on the tapeneverlies.com.
We have a hater. Chirac, this show stinks. Something tells me that he's mad because we're holding Justin Fields accountable.
Listen, Chirac, go to Nicaragua with Larry Rosen and enjoy Nicaragua, for God's sake. He's Nicaragua. Much love to you and Shane and all the crew. The Hope guys. There's hope. Yeah. I don't know. Where is Gary? I don't know where he is because it's tough. It's tough to have hope. But I'm losing my voice. Shane is exhausted. I'm exhausted. Angelo.
What?
You're exhausted, I'm sure. We'll see you guys next week. We'll be back after the Chiefs versus the Bears.
Oh, boy.
In Game 3 here on BHL. Bears Hour Live, the best Chicago Bears post-game show on the planet, bar none. This is my guy, Shane, the smartest man. I'm your guy, Draft Dr. Phil. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for watching Bears Hour Live, the best post-Bears game show on the planet, on the Tape Never Lies Network.